on, yo? It's your boy, Keep It Mike. You're listening to 102.9 Tape Deck. And tonight, I'm going to minimize the music. You know, usually I'm known for the hip-hop, R&B, and all Cuban things and all Cuban stuff. But tonight, I'm doing something special. Last month, I went to a gala. It was a special event. It was a charity event. And I met some wonderful people. And one of the wonderful people that I met, I have in the building today. You know, she had a speech there, and the speech that she had, just briefly, the brief speech that she had there, you know, was very touching. I'm not gonna lie, I was damn near in tears because it was so emotional and very powerful. And I really, really want to thank her for taking the time to come to the tape deck and tell her stories to you and yours and my audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I got Miss Lucia Okeny. How you doing, Lucia?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Mike? Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for taking that ride. How was that ride coming from New Hampshire?
It's an hour and a half and a little bit traffic, but we're here. We're very so excited to be here.
Yeah, and you also have I believe it's your daughter?
Yes, my daughter.
Hello, daughter. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, don't worry, I'm not gonna. You're not on camera. Like, I'm gonna keep right there in the background. You're perfectly fine. Just I always like to acknowledge when the guest comes with a guest. So
Yeah, I'm just here to support her.
your support. That's what's up, man. Mama love. So I don't know where to begin because I had all these questions, but I do have them. I usually do have them prepared, but sometimes I go off top. So we're going to do a combination of both. Lucia, you came from Sudan, correct?
Yes.
I guess we'll right get to it. How was life in Sudan before you came to the States?
Life is tough. That's why we left the country and find a better life.
Mm-hmm. And what was the situation with Sudan before you came over here?
Okay. The situation, country, we have a war between Sudan. It used to be Sudan.
Mm-hmm.
And the war happened because there we have the Christian and Muslim. So we are Christian people under the Muslim, and thing it didn't went well. So we have to split. The time I left Sudan, it was Sudan. After 9 years, I'm in U.S. and we separate. So right now, I am from South Sudan.
Now, part of my ignorance, because I want to get to know the situation with Sudan. Now, you say it was the north side and the south side, correct?
Yes.
You're from the north?
It used to be one, but yeah, I am from South.
Oh, you're from the south? And,
yes.
And is the south the one that practices Christianity and the north is Muslim, or is it the other way around?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what was the conflict? How did that country split into half?
People from South, they feel like they're not getting, the country is not doing like equal. It's different. Everything like the North, they're controlling everything. And South Sudanese, they say no. So that's why the war happened. We want to be separate from North.
So was it the North that wanted to like separate themselves from the South?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the Muslim side, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm Cuban descent. So my parents come from Cuba, and there was a war, but it was like an internal war, which was like the government. So with my family, they had to leave. And unfortunately, it caused a split within my family, meaning if you're not supporting the government, you're basically not part of the family. Do you have family down? I mean, you're from the south side. Do you have family in the north side of Sudan?
We have family because we've been living together and it's mixed. People mix, but most my family from south.
So with the family up north, was there ever like a conflict because of the war?
Yes.
So what was that dynamic like? Because basically what happened with my family, it was like, okay, you're not with the revolution or the government, like basically you're the black sheep of the family. So what was that conflict like when it came to the family? So like, you know, like basically it's safe to say like the government split your family. Is it safe to say that? Like like because of the rift that was within the North and the South, basically like your family couldn't get along because you had to pick a side?
Yeah, they think the most important thing, the people from North, they always want to allow the people to become a Muslim. So the people from South, they don't want that. And the government is from North. All the government, people in the government, then from North, and they're controlling everything. So the people from South, if you want to have a better life, you have to become a Muslim. And a lot of people, they don't want that. So that's why it split and it become a war. We need to separation between, we need to be out from North. We want to live South Sudanese by self.
So that must be very difficult because living in the States, you're able to separate religion and even with politics. I mean, it might get tense, but you could like invite each other for Christmas and Thanksgiving or the case or whatever the case may be. But in your case, like once the war was on, it was on. It was like the family was cut off. You couldn't really speak to any of them, and you had to like pick a side. Was that the case that happened on your end?
Yes.
Wow, that's. So what was? I mean, can you give me like the trials and tribulation you went through in Sudan before you came over here? Because you said something powerful last month when I saw you at the gala.
Yes. What happened when we left the country? We have to go to United Nations, and in Sudan we can't do that. So you have to go like a Kenya or Egypt. Mm-hmm. So what I did, I took my kid, 4 children, and I came to Egypt. The first day, the second day, I need to go to United Nations to tell them my case, why I left my country. So you get application to fill it up, and they give you a 90 day, 3 months to come back for your interview. So I came through Egypt.
So, wow. So yeah, so pretty much like going to the UN is pretty much in a way seeking from some kind of like level of asylum.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow. And in the meantime, I mean, there was like a rift war. So is this a situation where you had to like be in hiding and hide yourself from your kids, or you could be out in the open, just wait till you get a result?
In Egypt, different.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was talking about Sudan during the time when you were trying to escape Sudan.
Yeah, exactly. People, the war in Sudan is really affects women and children because a lot of men, they went for war, and the women with the children were running around where we can go to save ourselves. So that's why a lot of women will go to Egypt, will go to Kenya, will go to Uganda, to where we can get away to get out from Sudan to somewhere else to have a life. So where we go, we have to go to find the UN, and they can help us for what we need.
So, I mean, you went from one situation to another, and when with Sudan, I mean, I see the stuff on TV with the soldiers. Oh, I think you guys call them guerrillas. Is it guerrillas, or is it the soldiers, the extreme soldiers that just do horrendous things to the people? So I could just imagine that they went through. I mean, do you guys have to deal with the possibility of being kidnapped and being tortured and stuff of that nature?
We see a lot.
Yeah.
We see a lot. Even we can't stop thinking about it. We see a lot. The woman, a lot of things. Like I said earlier, the war affect women and children. So the kidnapping, some people lost their children. Some people, a lot of things happening, and a lot of people die. To leave the Sudan, to come to Egypt or left to Sudan to come to Uganda is a lot struggling to get help. So it's a lot. It's happening a lot to us as Sudanese until today.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost their family, their children, and we just thank God, I am here with my kid. But a lot happened to us before to leave the Sudan.
Wow. I mean, that within is like a story within itself. Have you thought about making a book?
I'm thinking about it. It's been a long time. I keep thinking I want to write a book, but I don't know when it's going to be done. But I have a lot to write. I want to have a book one day. That's my goal.
So, so you went to Sudan and you had to go to Egypt. And then to Egypt, you had to wait 3 months in Egypt to get a result?
Yeah, after 3 months, you have to go for interview.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first day you go there, you get application, you fill up the application, and they give you the yellow card, and they give you the day to come back. So I get my card, and I have 3 months to come back. And those 3 months, you have to put your case serious together. Because if you went for interview, things didn't went well, I can't go back. I was trying so hard to not get rejected in an interview because I want to leave. I want to take my kid and go somewhere to get a life. So 3 months I've been practicing every day to not miss one word. And I have to be everything according to, don't miss anything in an interview. Don't mess up. So it took me 3 months. And the day I went for interview, my daughter, the one is in the room with us here today.
Hi daughter, that's in the room. How are you?
She was 4 years old. And all of them, 4, we went inside. They called my name and we went inside to interview. So soon as I want to sit down, she started crying because I was holding her up. She started crying. So the guy, he told me, he said, just take your kid, get out.
Wow.
Take them, get out, because she was crying.
So he pretty much, because it was, I believe you told me you had 4 kids, right?
Yes.
Yes, and with all your 4 kids, they went to the UN. He saw you, saw the baby crying, and he pretty much said, here's your stuff, and just get out, because he saw the struggle that you went through.
Yes, what he said, because the baby started crying, I don't know, maybe he don't want the baby cry in the room, or he want me to take the baby out and come back, I don't know. So but I just want to take the baby, sit down, and baby start crying. So he told me, get up, and go out, take the kid, take the baby out. So I took my daughter and my 3 other, so I went outside and I started crying. Because I was waiting for this day. I was waiting for that day to get the result. And I sit out there and I try to make her quiet and we can come back in. So when we came back in, and the guy told me, he said, just go home and come back on Thursday morning. And all I know, nothing went well because I didn't talk about my case. I've been practicing for 3 months. And I go there to tell my story and I can get a case and get accepted and get out from the Egypt. So what happened, I took my kid and I went home. I'm crying. And I went to work next day on Wednesday night. Because before Thursday, Wednesday night, I went from work to UN. Because always at night they bring the all the lists outside. You can see your name in the morning on Thursday. So they have two lists. One is accepted, another one is rejected. And so when I went there after work around 7 p.m., I started looking for my name in the list. All the people get rejected because I know myself. I didn't get he didn't ask me why I'm leaving my country. He didn't ask anything. He just, so I know already I am not in the list. People accepted. So I find two boys there. And they say, sister, just come here. Check here. The list you in it is the people get rejected. And they don't know my story because I feel like I'm not accepted. So they keep saying, I don't want to listen what they're saying. And he say, give us your name. Just give us your name. Why you want to looking at your name in the list? So I give them my name. And the first thing, they run to me and say, sister, your name here, you get accepted. And I start crying because I can't believe it. And my name is a 111, number 111. I never forget that number.
111.
111.
Wow.
So from there, I just ran home. And my brother home and my kid. I hold my kid and start crying. And my brother told me, say, what happened to work, at work? He didn't know what happened. And I told him, I said, I went to UN to see my name and we get accepted. He can't believe me. Because I told him a story. When we come back other day, the interview, I told him about what happened. So he went there and see it. And I can believe she's so blessing. If it's not my daughter, I can be in US. If it's not, she didn't cry, I can be accepted. And because maybe I can be an interview and mess up everything because I was so scared what I'm going to say. And that's the only one day I'm waiting for that day. We're so tired in Egypt cleaning houses for living. So it's tough life to live in Egypt. And I can't believe it. I get accepted because just my daughter cry and the guy maybe feel like the baby's crying. Just take the baby outside. And next minute he say, just go home and come back on Thursday. So I get accepted because my daughter. That's what I got.
Wow. That's incredible. That is it's like a movie.
Yes, and I'm just telling you from that day until today, she's so totally, if I can tell you, you can believe what I can say. We came to US, she's totally different child. The way she carry herself, the way she doing his thing. And even I can tell you right now, right here, if you heard about, I'm not saying the first pilot in US, but she is the first immigrant pilot in US today.
Really?
Yes, the one you're seeing right there.
Yay, first pilot.
Immigrant, make it clear, the first South Sudanese immigrant in US to become a pilot.
That's what's up. Okay, look, I know you're not the talkative type or whatever, but you got to come to the show sometime in this lifetime to tell your pilot story. You pretty much made history. And your tears are the reason why you got here. Thank you for crying. And you were 4 months old, you know what happened, but thanks for your crying. Now we all here. That's what's up.
Yes.
Wow. All right, y'all, check it, man. We got so much to talk about right now, but we're going to go to a quick PSA right now. This your boy, Cupid Mike. I got my lovely friend Lucia in the building, and we got so much to get into, but let me get to this PSA really, really quick, y'all. All right, well, I'm going to give you a minute or so of some PSA stuff, so go listen to them. We be back.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is the Black History Minute brought to you by BNN and WBCALP, honoring the contributions of prominent black figures to the society. Shirley Ann Jackson, theoretical physicist. Dr. Jackson is the first African-American woman to have earned a doctorate at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and second African-American woman in the United States to earn a doctorate in physics. For more on Black excellence, be sure to visit our website at bnnmedia.org and tune in to WBCALP 102.9 FM Boston, Boston's community radio station.
Hey everybody, it's time for today's STEM tip. Want to know how to make your selfies even better? Okay, let's use science. The best time for photos is golden hour. That's the moment right before the sun sets, when the atmosphere scatters blue and violet wavelengths, making perfect, soft, and golden selfie light to show off that beautiful face of yours. Click. Check out Chic and STEM for more inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
There goes some positive word for y'all, man. This your boy, Keep It Mike. You listen to 102.9 Tape Deck. I got my friend Lucia in the building. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fine. Are you enjoying yourself right now? You feeling comfortable? You feeling good?
Yes, I am very happy to be here, and thank you so much to welcoming me here.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you for coming and sharing your story. Okay, I gotta ask you this because you're telling me the story, and I'm gonna say this right now. You remind me a lot of my mother to an extent because I want to share a quick story. My mother kind of got a similar story to yours because she left Cuba, and the one thing that you both have in common, you two were two women that did it by yourself. Because when my mother came, she came by herself, and everybody was against her, with the exception of, later on she met my father because they both kind of like came from the same struggle. But, when my mom always told me the story how she left, the fact that she did it by herself, there was a system she was against, everybody was against her, and not only were they against her, they were not supported, and the first thing they told her, like, you as a woman, you're not going to make it alone in this country. You're not going to make it. You might as well just stick around, deal with what you have, because it's the best you're going to do out here. But, my mother said, forget all this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow my heart. There's going to be no fear in my heart. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to go through, certain obstacles, but I'm going to leave this country because there's no future out here. And she made a promise to herself she will not have any kids in Cuba because just off the fact that they know that system not going to do anything for her babies. So I have to ask you, while you were going to your trials and tribulation, was there any fear in your heart, any hesitant, any support from your family as you were making this decision to leave Sudan?
What I can tell you, in back home in South Sudan, Sudanese, I can say it. When we grew up there, we married in a young age, and we go have babies and all. No support. When I left my country, no support. And when I came to U.S., I follow my heart. I left a lot of people. What I saw back home is really, we all can come to U.S., but the first thing came in my heart, I need to help my people. I left back home. Mm-hmm. According to what I saw there, the children and women, they're struggling, so many bad things happen. So I try to come to U.S. and start to do something for people back home. And when I was here, I didn't see people against me until when I start organization called Southern Sudan Hope. And I start to go back home and support the children, support the women. That's the time I find out I am alone, because a lot of people, you're not getting support. If you're fighting harder to make something different, you will see a lot of people against you. That's what I find people, they're against me. That's the time when I started the organization. But when I left the country, I was young with a kid, and I don't know a lot. And That's what I find it different between when I was home and come to U.S. and start the organization.
And can you tell me about the organization?
Organization I started in 2016.
Oh, okay. Well, hold that thought. Before we get there, I want to backtrack something here.
Sure.
You told me you left in what year you left to come to the States?
I came to U.S. in 2000.
2000. That
October.
Was October 2000. Okay. So what was that dynamic like coming to the States? Like you went from basically one continent to another. So once you came to America, what was that feeling like?
When I come to America, I feel like America, if you want to be something, you can do it. It's not like back home. You can work hard and you can get, getting nothing. But if you're here, you can do something to make it different.
Mm-hmm.
And people back home, like I'm here in New Hampshire, we have like 64 tribes in South Sudan. But I can say in my state of New Hampshire, I can say maybe we are 7 family.
Mm-hmm.
And so to make thinking, we left a lot of people back home and how we can help them. We start from where we are here to get something to send back there because a lot of people get rejected. They didn't come to U.S. They didn't go to Canada. They didn't go to Australia. Like my tribe is Shilluk. I didn't see a lot in the U.S. We have it in Midwest, but in the state I am, it's just like a couple of 7 family or 6 family.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking I want to do something to support people I left back home.
And when you came to the USA, New Hampshire was the first state that you came and stuck around with?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I want to speak about I want to speak on the gala that I went to. But before we do that, I want to talk about the organization and the work that you do there. Can you explain to my audience what the organization is about?
Can you repeat again?
What the organization, the foundation? What's the name of the organization?
Southern Sudan Hope.
Okay, Southern Sudan Hope. And with that organizations, do you advocate and try to bring awareness to what's going on there? Also,
yes.
Do you provide some kind of what's what I'm looking for here? Could we do this in Cuba? Humanitarian aid also?
Yes.
Okay. So you bring awareness, humanitarian aid, and I would assume too that, like you said earlier on, there's a lot of women that are going through that heavy oppression with their kids. So can you tell my audience what are the things you do to advocate, like the humanitarian aid? Like, do you send them like food, or do you send them like some kind of I don't know if you guys do sponsorship also, try to help them come over here?
The first thing I did, I went to visit. I went back home after the last child. She went to college, and I say now I am free.
You went back?
I went back, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went back. The first years when she went to college,
yeah,
the last one, and I said, now I'm free. So I went back home.
Got them kids out of there.
I went back home and I see what is going on. The life is still the same. And a lot of children in the street. A lot of them in the street. No school. The mother working for what they can have to eat.
Yeah.
What they can work to get where they can sleep. But no education. So the first thing in my head, I went to a refugee camp and I saw like 7 kids. They came to me because I look different.
Yeah.
And the one child asked, I have a picture with them. He said, you going to come back again? They're sitting down riding in the mud.
Wow.
They're riding in the mud. They're writing the number. They're writing the name. They used to be in school, but no school because they live in refugee camp. So the first thing he asked me, he said, are you coming back again to visit us? And I said, yes. And he said, can you bring pen and pencil and paper? That's the thing they asked. They didn't ask for the food. But they asked me if I go back to refugees camp, can I bring pen and pencil and paper? That's what they asked. So it touched my heart. If they didn't ask for where they can sleep or food they can eat, but they want school. So I came back to US and I worked so hard to go back, to go open the school in refugees camp, to let those kids go to school. So what I did, I went back and opened the school in refugees camp, opened the school in Sudan, from first grade to senior.
Wow.
So, and now we have like 4 different places. We have in Egypt, we have first grade to senior. And we're supporting the student in college. We have a school in Uganda, and a school, the one who was in Sudan, now people ran away, so the school closed in Sudan. So that's what I did. And we get a wheelchair from Vision International Mission. We get medical supplies, a lot of support. And I go back home every 3 months. Every 3 months I go back to Sudan. Every 3 months I go back to Sudan.
You know, I will say this. One of the things I told my mom all the time, thank you for not putting me to through your struggle, because I have family in Cuba and they are going through it right now. And being, I'm Cuban descent, and I was born in America, and there's so many things that we as people, especially Americans, we complain about, that we don't stay grateful with the things that we do have. I mean, you telling me that story is so impactful right now, because we live in a world, we live other parts of the world. Like, I've been through Mexico, I've been through other places where people struggle to get just the basic necessity. They have to walk miles and miles just to get clean water. They have to, ask, other relatives from the state, can you give me like some buy me some pans, because they don't have it there, or just like the basics, and it's just, I'm grateful for the things I have, and I think for the people that complain about the things that we don't have in this country, I think we should look around, travel, meet people that's going through other things in other sides of the world, because, the struggle is really, really real out here, and listen to other people's stories, because, it could be bad, but it could be a whole lot worse, and just be grateful and thankful what you have. So again, much respect for all the work that you do there, Lucia. Thank you. This your boy Cuban Mike. I got my lovely friend Lucia in the building, and we're gonna keep talking. But before we keep talking, we're gonna do one more quick PSA, and we'll get more into the talking. We'll be back, y'all.
Romance scams steal hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars from unsuspecting victims. You and your family members are not immune. My name is Kathy Waters, and I started advocating against romance scammers after my mother's friend told me about a love interest online that was too good to be true. Then I met Brian.
My name is Brian Denny, and I served several tours overseas with the United States Army before scammers started using my pictures to take money from victims online.
Brian and I decided to join forces, taking our fight straight to Washington, D.C., where the decision makers are doing very little. Yet. That is, until they hear about advocating against romance scammers.
I'm Roger, a former FBI agent who investigated these crimes. It is believed, due to the shame that goes along with this crime, only 1/3 of all romance scam victims report.
Don't let scammers take you or your family member's life and love away. Advocatingforyou.com to learn more.
And we are back. I got my friend Lucia in the building. Lucia, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How you doing, Mike?
I'm fine. I'm just holding you hostage for at least a few more minutes, and you could get up out of here and do the other thing we'll do upstairs. So, you enjoy yourself so far? Having fun?
Yes, definitely. I am so happy to be here today.
Great. All right. I want to talk about pretty much where it all began with us linking up, which was the gala back in Haverhill. How did that came about with? And then I'm gonna mess up. Camellia. What's her name again?
Yeah, Camellia.
Camellia. Hi, Camellia. Don't kill me. How did you two connected? for the event. How that came about?
Okay. Let me go back a little bit. Like I told you earlier, we have the support from Vision International Mission. They were supporting a Southern Sudan Hope organization with wheelchair, medical supplies. So I know the president, Ken Witness. I know him. So I worked with him for 20 years. I was doing volunteer job. And we become a very close friend. They helped me a lot. And I learned a lot from him because he's always doing work to go help other people outside. So I learned from Ken Witness, I can do the same thing he's doing. So I was very happy. And the last 4 years, I convinced him, Ken Witness, please come back to Sudan, come to Sudan with me to see all the work I've been doing, because a lot of people back home, they're asking how I get all this help. And I told them I've been getting help from Vision International Mission. The president named Ken Witness. So everyone back home know him. But I told him, I said, please come, because people know you back home in Sudan, but they didn't see you. And last 2 years, he agreed to go to Sudan for the first time, and war happened again in Sudan, so he can't go. And last month, January, we started in August last year. And I said, okay, now war happened in Sudan, you're not going. So can you go to Egypt? Because I have a school in Egypt. And he accepted. He said, yes, I can go. So on January 24 this year, we supposed to go together. We got the ticket. We were ready to go. And sorry to say that in January 12, my daughter passed away.
My condolences.
Sorry, thank you. So I told president of the Vision International Mission, he told me, he said, okay, we're going to stop everything and we can go next year. And I told him, no, you keep going with mission, go visit and see everything. I have connection there. People were there with you. So you're going to go and I'll be here to finish the burial. So he went with Karma. They went there. When they come back, they see all the beautiful thing I've been doing back home. And he come and told me, we are going to nominate you in the galley. So Ken Witness, he's the one connect me with a chameleon. That's how we met.
All right. And so they nominated you for the event for last month, and you
yes,
you got the procedure, the award.
Yes.
And that's how you guys got connected.
Yes.
Okay. And I would assume I already know you guys are going to continue to keep doing more work and bringing awareness, so she became an ally into helping out with your cause.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I guess once I get in well, you got to help me, because I also want to have her on the show sometime in the future, because I know she probably has a good couple of stories to tell me involving like all the costs and all the help she does within the community. Because I mean, when I was there, like just the way people were gravitating towards her, you know, she comes across as a very lovely and a helpful person, and she just looked like she wants to help give a lending hand to the people and anybody that's in need of help going to a tough situation. So yeah, shout out to Camila. So yeah, I guess what's up next with Miss Lucia?
The next is I want to move. I want to do better. I want to do more, and then I've been doing. I want to write a book. I want the world to know a lot about South Sudan, about the women, about the children, about what is happening. Because a lot of things we have, people didn't know how we get here and why we left the country to get here. Mm-hmm. So I want to do better than what I'm doing now. I want to do more. I want the people on one world to know a lot about South Sudan.
Okay. And I guess one of the final questions is, I mean, there was more I want to learn about Sudan, but we'll get into that because, you will come again. I do want you again for the show, and I want to get into a deeper dive with Sudan because I want to be more knowledgeable on what goes on out there. But, I mean, it might be a complex answer to get a complex to get out of this, but do you believe there'll be some kind of peace and resolution in Sudan sometime in the future?
That's hard to say yes or no because it's still we've been struggling until now. Nothing changed.
And how many years has this been going on now?
I can say before I left the country, it was 20 years before we left the country, and now I have 24 years.
Okay.
So we separate. We get South Sudan separate from North Sudan, but nothing changed.
Okay. Wow. Well, Lucia, thank you for coming here. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being resilient. Thank you for being so strong. Thank you for being you. Because it's not, I mean, telling your story, it shows the guts that you have. A person not being a quitter, striving for a better future, providing better for your kids. Hi, pilot girl. She's on her phone. She ain't even looking at me right now. So, yeah, whatever. Look, just stay on your phone. Thank you for doing what you do. I'm just giving you. I don't even want to say your name because you probably want to be in the background. But thank you for supporting your mom, and thank you for everything that you've done in your part, being a supporting system to your mom. So, but yes, we will definitely. I want to have our part 2 of this. I want to get to a deeper dive, and I want to do my part. Whatever you need to be an ally to help you out with the cause, I'm all with it. You have an open door at the tape deck, and once again, 100 thank yous. Thank you, Lucia.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you for all audience. Thank you for hearing my story. And thank you to bring me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know what it is, guys. It's your boy, Keeping Mike. You have been listening to the 102.9 tape deck. You can catch me here every Friday from 6 to 7. I will see you same tape deck time, same tape deck channel. And yes, let's just try to be better people, man. Let's try to be better people. Help one, reach one, teach one. All right, y'all. I am out.